Hey, welcome back to World Entertainment. And the Oscars has just taken place on Sunday, and one movie in particular that was up for quite a few awards, as far as I'm aware, Best Picture being one of them, is getting lambasted as being nominated for even Best Picture and every other award that it was up for by an MSNBC opinion editor. That movie is none other than Top Gun Maverick. And this dude rips into it. So check this out. MSNBC opinion editor Zeeshan Aleem, recently condemned Top Gun Maverick as the most insidious movie at the Oscars because it shows the US military as a beacon of virtue. Aleem trashed the Best Picture nominee in a Saturday morning column for painting America's military in a positive light, lamenting that the literal propaganda, as he described it, is poised to become canonized as a highly decorated film. So, the action flick, which almost single-handedly recharged the dwindling film industry after the stagnation caused by the coup, lockdowns, has been nominated for 6 Oscars, including Best Picture. Aleem revealed he was not as pleased with the film as millions of American moviegoers. And what about everyone else in the rest of the world? Because the thing was hugely successful. As for saying it recharged the dwindling film industry, it did more than that. Seeing as Steven Spielberg walked up to Tom Cruise and said, "You single-handedly saved the industry." Yes, that actually happened. So though he admitted it was a breath of fresh air to see dazzling live-action aerial combat scenes involving real actors trained to withstand G-forces by real pilots and mostly real planes, the columnist slammed it for being as insidious as it is entertaining. The funny thing about the almost real planes, the only plane that wasn't a real plane was the new stealth fighter that is at the beginning of the film. The one that they want to get to 10 Gs. Funny thing actually about that is, yes, they made the mock-up of the plane, which you can see obviously when it's getting wheeled out of the hangar. China got aerial pictures of it and freaked out and thought it was a real plane and started like trying to do as much research to find out what the hell this plane is. How did the Americans get this thing? That's how convincing it was. I love this though. He's like, oh, it's a breath of fresh air to see all this shit, but at the same time, it's propaganda. So he declared it is insidious because of its overt pride of the American military, saying it also beckons for a return to accepting the American war machine as a beacon of virtue and excitement. Aleem added, it's a poisonous kind of nostalgia, one that smuggles love of endless war into a celebration of live action. The communists reduced the film about patriotism, family, and US resilience against unmanageable tough odds to literal propaganda, pointing to the US Defense Department's contributions to the film. He explained, in exchange for access to military aircraft, the producers of the movie agreed to allow the Defense Department to include its own key talking points in the script. Perhaps equally important, the script had to be written in a manner that flatters the military in order to secure the buy-in of the Pentagon. As such, Aleem said, this collaboration in jingoism, is evident throughout the script. So this idiot's just gone on a little warpath to bash the movie as propaganda for the war machine that is the US military. Okay. These are all from the same people who were praising and lording over the likes of the Woman King. A story that was praising a group of people who enslaved and slaughtered hundreds of thousands in Africa. So happened to be the biggest slave trading tribe in Africa. Not to mention, they were the biggest slave traders in the world. But all these idiots went and praised that movie and, oh, it's a must-see. To not see it, you're saying you won't accept African women and blah, blah, blah. Yet a movie like Top Gun, they're like, oh no, that's war propaganda. Jesus Christ. The level of stupidity from these morons. And hard luck to this dipshit with his, I hope it doesn't win it, because it won Best Sound Engineering. Oh yeah. So Top Gun Maverick is officially an award-winning movie. Suck it, NSBC, or whatever the hell you're called. What is it? MSNBC. Whatever. Anyway, thought that was an interesting one. So, I'll leave it there for this one. Cheers. Catch you in the next one.